And this is the problem I've had on this type of road. And it's not, I would not consider this really a rough road. This is 100% what happens. After some initial testing on the Burchda Y3, I finally had a problem. No, it wasn't a problem with the bike. No, it wasn't a problem with the motor. Let me show you the problem that I started having. I'm actually having a problem with the pedal. And no, it's not a design flaw on the Burchda Y3. It is a problem with the prosthetic foot staying mounted to the pedal. So what I'm noticing is when I'm taking this on rougher terrain, really gravel, bumpy roads, on my above knee prosthetic side, my foot keeps slipping on the pedal, and sometimes it will bounce off of the pedal. On normal driving conditions, that is not something that would really concern me because I could stop and just get my foot back on the pedal. But when you're more off-road and that foot comes off, it's actually a dangerous hazard because your foot could hit something, catch it, and cause you to crash. So I've been doing some research on how can I adapt this pedal without costing an arm and a leg, no pun intended, to safely keep my foot mounted on the pedal that would not restrict any movement, that would not add any more weight, and that would be a little more easier to do. Here are some of the things that I found in my research. There's not a lot of options out there. There are some options. It's just finding which option best suits my needs. So I found a couple people that do some type of adaptive pedal, but they're really expensive. You're talking like $200 to $300 per side to be able to do an adaptive pedal. Then I found some other options like with magnetic pieces, and those were absolutely expensive too. So for me, I went on to the world of Amazon, started doing some research, and this is what I've come up with. So being that this is a standard pedal that you could pretty much go on Amazon and find any type of pedal with the standard threading, and I will also link what I found here in the description. So if you need a pedal like this, you'll know exactly where to go. You can just click on the link. So I was trying to find some pedal options that I either had a strapping system or a way to keep my foot planted that in the event of emergency would also be easier to try to get my foot out of. And this is kind of what I found here. So this is a pedal that has a toe cap over top of it, and it is self-adjustable with this little pull strap here. And I just basically pull this down and that pulls the toe part tight. And then when I want to take it off, all I have to do is simply pull up on the strap, and now it's loose and I can safely pull my foot out. The good thing I like about this pedal is if I'm on pavement or just riding around the back roads or neighborhood, I can just set my foot right on the pedal and I don't even need the toe strap. So it's not something I have to constantly take on and off of my e-bike. So that's kind of what I've been testing. So we're going to get this put on and I'll show you some footage of how this works when I'm strapped in and when I'm not strapped in and my foot is just resting on it. So this idea, if you're needing to keep your foot more mounted to the pedal, is going to be a cheaper option for you. And it's also got these grooves on the pedal to kind of help grip and keep your foot from sliding around. So let's get this thing put on the e-bike. Number 15 wrench. We're going to come in here and we're just going to loosen this up. Okay, that pedal is off. The new pedal on. We're just going to turn this, thread it in. We'll use our number 15. We're going to come in here. We're going to snug this bad boy down. Just like that. I will actually say, compared to the stock pedals, these have the little plastic knobs on here. And these are more metal and they're a little bit more grippy. So, two things I found. Because of the grippiness, it also sometimes can be a little harder to slide your toes, the cap, down into the cap. Now, I only need this on the right side, which is my above knee side, because I can control my left foot. If it slides off the pedal, I can easily just move it right back on the pedal because I have my knee and full movement of the leg on my left side. On the right side, the reason that I'm having that problem is I have a mechanical knee and I cannot move the knee just by itself. I have to be in motion, walking, or some type of action to get this knee to start the movement process. So when it slides off, if I pick my prosthetic leg up, it just raises the foot up. So there's no movement below the knee unless I force that movement. Is this a perfect solution? No. I'm going to keep researching. I'm going to keep figuring out a little bit better option for this. And when I find that option and I get to test it, then I'm going to make a video, an update video on this. That way, if you need a pedal like this for your foot, then you will know exactly what to do. So let's show you some footage of how this pedal actually does strapping down a prosthetic foot. Now, this is probably one of the more aggravating parts of this is just getting the foot in because of the grips. But there you can see I've got it strapped in, the toes in, it's not coming off. So we'll do a little bit of riding here so I can show you that the toe stays locked in. We got no movement whatsoever. We'll try to hit some bumps. Now, about the only thing that I have a problem with, and this is not the pedal flaw, but it's my alignment on the prosthetic leg, is the back of my heel hits the chain guard here. And that's just how I have my alignment set up for my prosthetic foot. Pedals are completely straight, just like the factory pedals. So I'm just gonna have to find a happy medium of where, for my walking and everyday activities versus my e-biking, where the best pedal placement for my foot is going to be. Bumpier conditions, I don't want this foot popping off, and right now this is a temporary solution that works. This is as simple as it is to get off. I just raise the pedal up, get it locked in here, I just reach down and I'm just going to pull this open. This becomes loose, and now I just slide my foot out, and now my pedal's free, and I just dismount the e-bike. All right, there you have it. Adapting an e-bike for a prosthetic foot. Is it perfect? No. Does it work? Yes. Was it inexpensive? Yes. That is how I'm trying to approach these things. Yes, I could have probably spent $200 or $300 for one pedal to have a better system, but in all practicality, who's going to be able to drop $200 or $300 per pedal to just get your foot secure? I'm finding ways that are cost effective, easy. So that is how I am approaching my e-bike. If you're enjoying the e-bike content and you want to see the other journeys that I'm taking on this and some things that I'm going to be doing on the e-bike, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button, the bell notification so you know when the videos drop. And while you're there, leave me a comment. I appreciate it, and it'll get it to the people that absolutely need to see it. Stay tuned for the next video in the e-bike series on the Burchda Y3. We're going fishing. There you go. I went up that hill 10 mile an hour. Rocks, rough, and couldn't ever come off one time.